Friends, on behalf of the Heritage Club, I welcome you all for our inaugural session. I do hope that your selection of this club is not by chance, but by choice. And I can vouch that you won't regret your decision. Coming to the point, today, I would like to introduce the office bearers of our Heritage Club. P. Kanimodi. She is from 3rd BA History and Tourism, and she is the student secretary. A.E. Niveta, she is the student joint secretary, and she is also from 2nd BA History and Tourism. We have one more member, and that is Ms. Evangeline Mercy, who will be our alumna coordinator as well as an external member. So the main motive of this club is to create awareness about our rich heritage and culture. It is the utmost duty of every citizen to preserve our heritage and culture. And I feel that the students are the torch bearers when coming to the point of spreading positive vibe among the citizens. So that is the main reason, and that is the real goal behind this club. So in order to have the insight into the heritage as well as to learn about the importance of heritage of our India, we have a small presentation by our students, and I will hand over the system to my students secretary and joint secretary Kanimodi and Niveda for their presentation, which will be an introduction to our heritage. And at the end of the session, I would like to have a few instructions given to the students, because now I could see that there are only 65 students who have joined the club. I mean, who have joined the meeting now, the Zoom meeting. So I am waiting for the other students also to log in. So at the end of the presentation, I have few instructions to give to you regarding the project which we will be having in our club. Okay, now over to P. Kanimodi.
Hello all, I am Kanimodi from 3rd year BA History and Tourism Department. We like to share our new name to our club called Incredible India Heritage Club, IIHC Club. So I act as the secretary of this club, and we have Niveta who act as the joint secretary.
Hi, I am Niveda from 2nd year BA History and Tourism Department. I am the Joint Secretary of our Incredible India Heritage Club. Thank you.
First slide. Okay, we like to share the PPT about our Heritage Club by starting with the introduction. Our Heritage Club is about discovering the culture and heritage of our country. The word heritage denotes our inherited tradition, monuments, and cultures. The Incredible India Heritage Club (IIHC) has been established with the motive of creating awareness and participation in heritage-related activities among all members. And starting with the topic called monuments, like starting with the monuments called, there are 11th 1121 monuments in 1600 in 167 countries around the world, in where India has 40 monuments with 32 cultural and 7 natural and 1 mixed monuments. Rich history of India are evident in the magnificent temples, caves, minarets, and etc. Like starting with the Hampi temple, Hampi, which is one of the UNESCO recognized World Heritage Site in India, which is located in Karnataka. Hampi is the town of ruins of Vijayanagar empires. Town of Hampi is in a scheduled area with royal residence, temple staffs, road and statues spread over a massive area, where the temple consists of musical pillars, relics of Ramayana, royal enclosures, which acts as the main features of Hampi temple. These musical pillars have extraordinary architectural marvel of 56 melodic columns or musical pillars. These pillars create melodic sounds when tapped delicately. In where the columns are made of stones, these pillars earns a name called Sarigama pillars. The outer walls of the temples carved and ornamented with the antique object that narrate Ramayana, which is the holy book, delineate life of Lord Rama. Fossils and antique object present are one of the rarest found in India. Thirdly, the royal enclosure, the place where royal families of Vijayanagar Empire used to reside. This enclosure can house around 43 houses at once. For example, can be quoted as the Lotus Mahal, built for queens and other royal ladies of Vijayanagar Empire, which is most now, like currently, it was most part of the royal enclosure was destructed. Next, we have Konark Sun Temple. This temple is belong to the 13th century temple built by King Narasimha Deva I of Eastern Ganga dynasty. It is located on northeast of Puri on the coastline of Odisha. The name Konark derives from a Sanskrit word called Kona, which means angle, and arc, which means sun. This temple is dedicated to Lord Surya, and we have these 12 pairs of wheels, which represent 12 months of a year. Wheels found at base of temple, which shows time, where spokes of the wheel forms shape of sundial. Here, the first picture depicts about a lion crushing an elephant. Beneath it, a human being is being suppressed here, where the lion represents the power and elephant represents the wealth, which illustrates problem faced by a man in his life are money and the power. And secondly, we have the sculptures at same temple, which depicts the Kama, Artha, Dharma, and the Moksha as the 4 major pursuits of life. Next, we have the Ajanta Caves. Ajanta Caves are one of the oldest UNESCO World Heritage Sites in India. These caves are located in Aurangabad, a district of Maharashtra. Here, the paintings in these caves date back in time all the way between 2nd century BC and 6th century AD. The Ajanta paintings in these caves are some of the home and other cultural depicts heavy influence of Buddhist philosophy and religious teachings of Buddha. Various incidents from the life of Gautama Buddha and the Jataka tales are represented and recreated on the walls of these caves. Scenes from the royal court of the representative eras are also painted. Next come the Brihadishwara temple. Thanjavur Brihadishwara temple was built during 995 CE to 1025 CE by King Rajaraja Chola, which was listed in the UNESCO heritage site. Temple was dedicated to Lord Hindu Shiva with height of 63 meters, as tall as the temple building in India. Inside the compound are various secondary shrines and the monumental double gateway entrance, which called as cobras. Here we have the paintings of the Brihadishwara temple, where the coloring agents used for these paintings are everlasting inside these temples, which was extracted from the natural items like from flowers, rocks, tree trunk, vice versa, and from fruits too. And secondly, here we have the 80-ton stone acts as a repulsive force and channels the energy, the positive vibes to the entire temple, into the inner areas of the temple to sustain the divinity among the preachers. So next we have the Nandi temple, where the Nandi statue, where the statue of the Nandi at the entrance weighs about 20 tons, and it was carved out of a single stone. And at last we have the temple contains more than 100 underground passages to various places. These passages leads to different temples and various places in and around Thanjavur. Most of these passages were sealed, and if people choose to wrong passage, there are possibilities may lead to inaccessible zones too. Next. Here, the first picture depicts about the series of holes which are made by through hand by utilizing the tools were created on the granite blocks. The holes can be deeper or surfacically based on requirement. Then wooden sticks are imposed inside the holes. In where the water was poured inside the holes. So after a long period of time, the wood gets bulged, and where in purpose of having the formatted shape rocks, this methodology was used by them for cutting the rocks by the Cholas. And secondly, for in representation, I have mentioned it in the second picture. So, and last in this slide we have the last picture called we have the depiction of a small holes, where the rock carvings which has a small holes, these holes are drilled vertically. How minute it looks like, no, in where tools like iron and the copper chisels can't accomplish this task. So what kind of the technology has been used is still now a question one as representing it. So it for example, here leaves with a stem has been inserted to show how the holes were minute in. Mahabalipuram, where it is Mahabalipuram is a prominent port city along Coromandel coast, which is in Mahabalipuram, which was once a center of the trade. During the period of Pallava dynasty in 6th to 9th centuries, it was formed in Tamil Nadu. Some of the excavated remains of Mahabalipuram temple are mandabas, which was made of a rock cut method, like where the rocks get carved to get the format of the caves. And second, other structures like rathas, where we have a monolithic rathas. Monolithic temples means where from a single stone structure a temple was formed. And there like a rock reliefs was also present in this Mahabalipuram. Mahabalipuram was universally recognized and classified together as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Next, we have the Nalanda University, which was present current district of Rajgir in Bihar. It has some ancientic values of the university structure, a significant which acts as a significant structure for learning to a large number of students from other countries and other regions like from China, Mongolia, Tibet, Korea, and other Asiatic countries too. During reign of Magadha kingdom in 5th to 12th century, Nalanda became a prominent educational institution. Next one. Rock shelter of Bhimbetka, which recognized as one of the prominent UNESCO heritage site in India. It is located on the foothills of Vindhya mountains. In where the massive sandstone rock shelters of Bhimbetka display paintings from Mesolithic period. This rock shelter of Bhimbetka has about 750 cave spreading over 7 hills. Next, we have the Fatehpur Sikri, was also known as the City of Victory because it earned the name after Akbar's successful campaign of Gujarat. This was the planned city commissioned by Mughal Emperor Akbar in 1571 AD. Some of the monuments of the Fatehpur Sikri are red stone palace complex houses, residential and religious monuments, administrative courts, living areas from the army and servants. One of the largest mosques called Jama Masjid was also present. Next, we have the Humayun tomb, which is present in Delhi. This Humayun tomb was present, which acts as a perfect example of gorgeous, both the fusion of Persian and Islamic architecture. It was also known as the Maqbara-e-Humayun. There are around 150 tombs in the entire Humayun's tomb complex, which got built with red sandstone and white marble tombs. Okay, next we move on to the festivals, where the festivals, like in India, is a land of festivals where people from different religions coexist harmoniously. The wide variety of festivals celebrated in India, manifestation of its rich culture and traditions. So, firstly, we have a Hornbill Festival. Hornbill Festival, it is celebrated. Sorry for the inconvenience. I start by the Hornbill Festival. It was celebrated in northeast state called Nagaland. It was celebrated during the as the day to promote the intercultural harmony between various tribes. Various activities like horse riding, paintings, herbal medicinal sales, sports, games, chili eating challenge, etc. are performed. Yes, ma'am. Navaratri is a Hindu festival celebrated by all people throughout the country, like in Gujarat, Maharashtra, and other metropolitan cities in different ways. It was celebrated for the goddess Ambal in 9 different forms. Activities like 9 days fasting, visiting Hindu temples and religious places in 8 and 9 days of Navaratri are celebrated with Kanya Puja and performing Dandiya dance by wearing colorful traditional clothes. Eid al-Fitr. Eid is one of the major festival of India for Muslim community. It was celebrated during the conclusion of holy month of fasting called Ramadan, and by all Muslim in the country will be celebrating this festival. People dress up in fineries, attend a special community prayer in morning, visiting friends and relatives and exchange sweets. Velankanni Festival. Velankanni Festival celebrated for 11 days in Chennai and also in Velankanni, which is in Nagapattinam district. It is a feast dedicated to Mother Mary held on September 8th to mark the conclusion of the festival. And for the dance is a part of a life from ancient times to the most cultural communities. Many types of dance forms in India are deeply religious in content to those which are performed on occasions, festival, etc. We have the Bharatanatyam as the first, in which acts as an important classical dance form in India. It was originated in the temple of South India, particularly in Tamil Nadu. Importance of this dance form are bright ornaments, facial expressions, and gestures of the performances. Many temples have evidences of cultures of Bharatanatyam dance postures in stones and pillars of ancient temples. Kathak. This form of this dance form was originated from Uttar Pradesh. The word Katha means story. During the whole dance performance, the dancers narrate stories through their expressions. The execution of the Kathak incorporate 12 traditional instruments for specific performances. Tandya. Tandya, a popular folk dance of Rajasthan and also for Gujarat. Performers wore colorful costumes by dancing skillfully, striking the sticks with their fellow dancers. In this dance, drum, dholak, and tabla, such musical instruments are used in performance. Chow. The dance name Chow comes from the word Shaya, which means shadow, which is a mass dance performances with energetic martial art movements wearing masks perform this art. Serpent dance. Serpent means snake. The peacock dance are few narrations used in shower dance. Ministry of Culture has recognized the shower dance as one of the classical dances of India.
Then we go to musics of India. In India, multiple varieties of music like folk, pop, classical music. India's classical music tradition, including Carnatic and Hindustani music, it remains fundamental to the lives of Indian today as source of spiritual inspiration, cultural expression, and pure entertainment. Elements of the music: melody means ragam and harmony means stuti, rhythm means talam. First, we see Carnatic music. In Carnatic music, stuti and talam are given more importance. Stuti Mata Laya Pida means stuti is the mother and Laya is the father. Carnatic music was frequently heard in South India, particularly in the regions of Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. Some of the famous Carnatic singers are Aruna Sairam, K.J. Yesudas, M.S. Subbulakshmi, Lalkudi Jairam. And next, Hindustani music. Hindustani music is mainly found in North India and particularly Pakistan and Bangladesh. It exists four major forms: Drupad, Kayal, Tarana, and Tumri. Practitioners of this music best known are Ravi Shankar, Ali Akbar Khan, and Bismillah Khan. Instruments used in this music are sitar, sarod, tampura, sarangi, and tabla. Next, folk music. The definition of the folk music is a song written by common people or in the style of common people. There are different types of folk songs, including work song, love song, drinking song, cradle song, and play song. Spillu Pattu. It is the popular folk music in South Indian state of Tamil Nadu. It is well known as bow song. It is ancient form of musical storytelling. The central theme of is conquest of good over the evil. The instrument was made up of palmyra wood. And next, parai. The parai is the hollow drum played by two sticks of different length and thickness. It also known as tappatam. It is the musical art form of Tamil Nadu. The drummer to play while standing, walking, or dancing. The parai is slung by a strap over one shoulder and vertically pushing towards the performer's body. Next, Pandavani. It is a folk singing style involving narration of tales from Indian epic Mahabharata. In this style, Bhima, the second brother of Pandavas, is the hero of the story. There is a folk theatre in central Indian state of Chhattisgarh. Next, Lavani. Lavani comes from the word Lavanya. It means beauty. It was commonly associated with the state of Maharashtra. It is the combination of song and dance. It is of two basic broad forms. First is Padachi Lavani. It means Pad means troupe, present the performance from the public or their large platforms. Next, Baita Kishi Lavani. It means off sitting, presented for the selected audience and sit in front of the audience. Next, Bihu songs. It is the most famous among music lovers in Assam. It is based on the themes like Assamese New Year, love, and the farmer's daily life. Next, we go to see rituals. There are 24 unusual rituals and festivals of India that will give you goosebumps. First, we see about hanging by hooks. Hanging by hooks are also known as Garudan Tukam. It is performed in Kali temples in Kerala. Dancers were dressed up as Garuda. The vehicle of Lord Vishnu extinguished goddess Kali's thirst with blood after slaying Dariga the demon. It was carried out on Magara Bharani Day and the Kumbha Bharani Day. In February, Malayalam month on Bharani Nakshatram, it was held. Next, cow trampling. It was also known as Govardhan Puja. Cows are sacred to Hindus. It was celebrated on the occasion of Enadakshi, a day after Diwali in Madhya Pradesh. Villagers decorated their cattle with flowers, colors, henna, and lay down on ground, allowing cows to trample over the people. And we go to animal weddings. It was appeasing the rain god. These weddings are a big celebration and a lot of lives depend on it. This ritual is to please the rain god into sending his showers of blessings. Frog wedding has been reported in the Assam and Maharashtra. In Karnataka, donkeys are married. Next, tossing infants from the roof. Tossing infants from the roof for good luck in Maharashtra and Karnataka. This ritual has been followed for over 70 years and believed to bring prosperity to the family. The National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, they said no injuries have been reported. It means the tossing infants from the roof means babies are dropped height of 50 feet and caught in sheet held by the watching men. Next, cannibalism. The practices of agoris are living in cemeteries, spearing cremation ashes on their bodies, drinking alcohol, smoking, and using the human skull for decoration and bowls. It is in the part of Uttar Pradesh in India. They are the followers of the Shiva. Next, we go to art and crafts. India continues to preserve their centuries old roots in form of its stunning arts and craft. We have compiled a list of traditional Indian craft from different states. First, Kathputli. Kathputli is a string puppet theatre native of Rajasthan in India. In Tamil Nadu, it is known as Bomalatam. The Kathputli is made from the wood and using the cotton cloth and metal wire. This form are the still voices produced by the lead puppeteer, which spoken through bamboo reed. Next, Thanjavur doll. It is the type of traditional Indian bobblehead or roly-poly toy made of terracotta material. These dolls in various styles, sizes, shapes, colors, and represent the dance forms like Bharatanatyam, Kathakali, and Manipuri. The doll generating a dance like continuous movement with slow oscillation. Next, we go to Pattachitra. It is the cloth-based scroll painting in Odisha. In Sanskrit, Patta means canvas and the Chitra means pictures. These paintings depict story of Hindu deities. The painters used vegetable and mineral colors. Next, we go to Kalamkari. It is the type of hand-painted or block-printed cotton textile in Andhra Pradesh. Kalam means pens used for free hand drawing of subject and filling in colors. Only natural dyes used and involves it in 3 steps. It depicts the epic such as Ramayana and Mahabharata. Mughals in Golconda and Coromandel called crafters as kalamkars. The term kalamkari is evolved. Next, Aipan art. It is also known as Alfana, popular art form of Kuman. Dupattas are decorated in this manner. Walls, papers, pieces of cloth are decorated by drawing various geometric and figures belonging to the god. And we conclusion, our heritage provides clues to our past and how our society has evolved. It helps us to explain our history and tradition and enables us to develop an awareness about our rich heritage. It helps us to understand and explain why we are the way we are.
We are proud to invite our alumni Evangeline Mercy.
Hello, can you hear me now? Hello.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Good morning to one and all present here. My name is Evangeline Mercy. I'm a former student in history department of this college.
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, Mercy.
Can you hear me now, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Can I start now, ma'am?
Yes, ma. Yes.
I'm a former student in history department of this college. I completed my UG degree at 2020, and now I'm pursuing my PG degree in Madras Christian College. First of all, I'm so grateful for our college and our department. And now it's an immense pleasure for me to be a part of this wonderful event happening today. This is going to be one of the most important club in our prestigious college. There is no doubt in it. To say a few words about Heritage Club, the International Council on Monuments and Sites in 1982 announced the 18th April as the World Heritage Day. So now we are in the Heritage Month. The aim of this Heritage Club is enhancing awareness about the importance of cultural heritage, monuments, and conserving them. So I feel that the heritage is a person's uniqueness, an inherited sense of family identity, the value, traditions, culture, and the leftover things by our later generations. So this club is an initiative work to preserve the culture and heritage. This is our duty to do for our nation. We all know that many people were not known the importance of our monuments, and so they started destroying it. So this is a time to teach them. So this club will be working for that. As I said before, the main motto of this club is to spread the culture and heritage awareness among the students by inspiring them and also to reveal the tradition and our history to others. So the growth of this club is in the hands of the students. We all know that the activities of the students is a main part in this club. So there is also a famous quote of Mahatma Gandhi, which I like to mention here, is that a nation's culture resides in the heart and in the soul of its people. So this is the moment to cherish and to preserve our nation's wealth. Once again, I would like to thank our department and our beloved HOD for adding me as a part of this event. I wish very all the best for future work of this club. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mercy. And it was very wonderful having here. And
Thank you,
not only that, you have again proved that you are a versatile student by your
Thank you, ma'am.
presentation and by your words on Heritage Club. So we are very happy to have you, and we expect your cooperation will be there for the promotion of this club. And I am sure you will do it.
For sure,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you so much.
Means a lot, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. I have few instructions for the members of the Heritage Club. And that is as a part of a concrete proof, we have to create our record, isn't it? So for any work, whatever work we do, creation of record is very, very important, because that only leaves the footprints of what we have done. So when we go back to when we are in the, now we are in 2022, but after crossing 2 years or 3 years, when we go back to 2022, when we realize that what work has been done by the Heritage Club, we need a concrete proof that we have done something for the promotion of Heritage Club. So I request the members of the Heritage Club to prepare a project that can run for 10 pages, not more than 10. Maximum is 10. So a mini project, we can call it as a mini project, and this project can be on anything, like you can choose a monument in India, or you can choose any art form in India, or you can choose any sculpture or any heritage sites in India, or you can choose any cultural development of India. So you can choose anything under the purview of heritage and culture, and you can prepare a project with pictures, and you can submit it to the department, to the, I mean, your concerned department, you can submit, and I can get it from them afterwards. So the class representative of the various departments who are present here in the club, they will collect the projects from their own class, and then later, after collecting all the projects, they can submit it to the department. So I think that I can give you 20 days time. Is it enough? I think that the 20 days time will be enough for you to prepare a project on heritage. If you have the detailed instructions, I will share it in your group. You have two groups, Heritage Club 1 and Heritage Club 2. So in that, I will give you a detailed instruction as to how you have to go about regarding the project which I am asking you to do. Okay, so with this, thank you so much for your cooperation. So see you again. We are going to plan for an offline meeting very soon. So that time we will see you. Okay, thank you, girls. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, girls.